ancestral spirits of creation, all the archangels, the angels, the ancestors. I want to say Ashe. Alright, so I'm gonna do a poem that I came from top of my head. I know I said that I was gonna come on 12:30, but I got things to do and I might fall asleep, so I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm a little tired. I got my I went to the eye doctor today. Got my eyes dilated, so I'm just ready to focus and put this poem out there. And also, I want to say rest in power to Malcolm Jamal Warner and give my condolences to his family and to all of those brothers and sisters that we have lost in this country and that was brutally hurt, killed. Well, I mean, unlived, unalive. Want to give nothing but love and condolences to all the family members that lost brothers and sisters in this country and even across the planet. So I want to just say thank you for at least listening and watching our show to the ancestors. And may the ancestors protect those spirits of those that are unalive, that crossed over or transition. All right, so there's a poem that I have in my mind that I want to say. It's from top of my mind, and I want to say it real clearly. I'm a poet too, so um, as I sit back and reflect, I don't know why. It seems like every time my people try to make a move, it's always the palm hand getting away so they get tried. Always getting denied, never making a chance to become advanced. Always getting tested over and over. It seems as though they don't want us to shine because they know when we shine, the game is over. My thoughts are deeper than others, but sometimes I really want to wake up all you mothers and brothers and sisters and fathers. Nowadays, it seems like the lost is not the same. It's like everybody keep on messing with us like this is a goddamn game. As I start to rethink about things over and over and start reflecting, it makes me wonder, where are we going and how are we getting ahead? Instead, the frequencies are lower every time. When we see our people trying to rise, it's other nations trying to take our shine. I try to be a peacemaker or a thinker, independently, that is. My thoughts sometimes don't register like they should do. But what else can I say? It is what it is. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? How y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing, buddy? Huddy Buddy. How you doing? Parker, everybody. So I just, I'm not. I did a unfinished poem, but that was it. Hey, life has no niche. How y'all doing? So I wanted to share some thoughts too. Um, when it comes down to the community that we are part of, there's a lot of issues that are unresolved. And those issues is that this gender war that's been going on. This gender war honestly been going on for quite some time. Let me see. But everybody, I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. So look, this gender war that's been going on for a long time, and nobody don't know it's been going on for eons. That's been on my mind a lot, but neither here or there. We have to realize at the end of the day, all we have is one another. I see stuff going on globally. I see how nature is acting. But I had a serious conversation with one of the brothers last night, and I really want to share this with you all. Do y'all know why the planet is off like it is? I'm going to tell you why. And I'm speaking to not just people that look like me, but I'm talking to the whole human race in general. The reason why the planet is off, because women that comes from, that looks like me. How you doing, Madison? Is it Madison Jocelyn? People that the women that look like me, what people need to understand is that they're totally, and they were actually totally in tune with the planet at one point in time. Because of the vibrations of the music and the influence of the West, I will say, it caused a lot of our women to be off of the meter of the spiritual connection that they have to the planet. And the planet is actually showing how she is because of the women that are melanated like yours truly. That's why she's acting the way she is, as far as the planet, Gaia or Tiamat or Kai. Because of our women that are melanated in this country, a lot of them are dealing with the low frequency and the ratchet behavior that it has been put upon them due to vibrational tones of the music of the day. And a nation can't go as far as it can't ride as far as high as its woman. That's what the saying is. I think I got it all mixed up, but you know what I mean. By that being said, by the planet being the way it is because of the melanated women of America. Because of the frequencies of the music and the ratchetness, it's causing a lot of conflict with the planet. When I mean that the sisters of this country, how you doing, Anthony Cortez? What I mean by the so-called black men of this country, y'all are considered Asiatics. Y'all were the first women that were created. This is documented facts. In the beginning, y'all, the whole twerking thing was a ritual or a rite per se. But now everybody's twerking, right? Damn near. And y'all don't know that that ritual, that rite, it creates tsunamis and earthquakes and also other things on the planet. But you're not getting the okay from nature, if that makes any sense. You're not going out in nature or at the beach and asking permission. You're just doing it to be doing it. And brother, and the men, I want to let you know that you are being tested on your higher self and the lower self when they do that too. Some men and some women are getting caught up in this lower vibration and not understanding the right of this. But either way, I wanted to just share that part that was on my mind. The thing is, the twerking was a right when things were needed to change in the planet. Like earthquakes, natural disasters, tsunamis, all of that. But I digress. That was one of the things that were on my mind. The other thing that's really been plaguing me lately is that the fear mongering that's going on with what's going on with the planet itself. And I just told you one of the reasons why it's acting up. Life Has No Niche. I really hope you're watching still. I really want you to email me because I got some information to share with you. And those that want to have some information, I can give you my email. All right. I want you to write my email down and email me. I got some information to send to you through email. I can't really talk about a lot of stuff on here. Things that I really want to talk about, I talk about it other ways. So I have to really watch what I say on YouTube because a lot of stuff that I do say, it does happen. So I'm trying to keep myself neutral, and I try to talk in parables to a degree, everybody. Okay, so my email is B as in Bob, R as in Randy, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, D as in Donald, O as in Orange, N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, O as in Orange, R as in Randy, T as for Thomas, E for Eden 48 at gmail.com. I really hope that you have that. If you do, just give me the thumbs up. If not, I'll give it to you again. But it's stuff I want to share with everybody that I really can't really say on here, because I'm not trying to get flagged. So I try to say things to a point where you can look it up yourself. I'll give you book information. All right, one of the things I want to say, let me see if I have that book, because I really want to share this some information today, and I'm trying to remember where I put all my books at. Because I really want a lot of the melanated women to understand who they are, because the ways of the West got the women, not just melanated women, but women in general. But the thing is, the melanated woman, she is the leader, and she is who everybody mimics, as far as the ideal body, all of that stuff. So give me a second while I'm trying to see if I can find the book that I'm looking for. And I want to also mention that somebody who's been bothering me for years literally said that if a person uses a book, they're agents. That's not true. All scholars read, and reading is fundamental. So I'm trying to see if there's anything. I'm trying to remember if I have that, because it's talking about the black woman being the first guardian angel by Dr. Barbara Shango. And I want to really recommend that book for sisters to read. Mainly the so-called black women of America. The so-called black women of America. Because y'all are Asiatics. Y'all not black. That is not in the court of law, that don't even hold weight. You're Asiatics. You're the original indigenous woman of this country. And everybody from Africa and other parts of the diaspora knows that. They literally know that you're indigenous to this land. And they know about the continental drifts and so on. So I wanted to really share that. And over here, we practiced in the beginning. Oh, here's the book right here, so you can see what it looked like. This book right here. This book right here. And another book I'll share is this book right here. Okay? And this book right here too. So reading is fundamental. And oh yeah, one more right here. It Came Before Columbus by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. So I wanted to share that with you. But also this book right here, I really want people to understand. Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. Yeah, I'm here for everybody, but I tell everybody I'm here for my people first. Alright? And also I want to share this book right here. Now, when it comes down to it, we have to wake up, because the planet is waking up, but it's also important that our women wake up. Because if she don't wake up, the ones that heard the call, that is, I ain't talking about all of you. Many of you heard that damn call, and y'all trying to figure out what the hell is that call. The high-pitched ringing sound I keep telling y'all about, that ee, that's in your ears, and you go to the doctor see your ears okay. That's the high frequency. That's the high frequency sound of the angelic abode, or may I say, the ancestral abode, trying to communicate with you. And it's not just you as the women, but also men. Now, we have been going through a total transformation on this planet, to the point that I got to give a shout out to another subscriber, Shelly Kaysen. Love you, Mother Shelly. Just want to let you know, and Life and Hairs No Niche, thank you for remembering, and thank you for taking down the email. Send me that email and I'll send you some information. All right? But I'm going back to what I was saying, that we are now facing how she is going through transformations. And I got to give a shout out to Mother Shelly Kaysen again, because she sent me a video of a brother confirming what I was talking about years ago when I was preaching on another channel, when I said keep your eyes on the weather. And I said keep your eyes on the weather patterns because I knew that Gaia, who is a living organism, the planet Earth, Kai, Tiamat, whatever you want to call the planet. Some people call her Tiamat, Kai, Gaia. Some people call her I think is it Radu or Evridu or whatever. Eridu is another name for the planet, but I'll try to pronounce it as much as I could. They're realizing that she's alive. But if you read about the Anunnaki story about Murdoch or Marduk fighting Tiamat, because what people don't know, that Tiamat was actually a form of a dragon. She was actually a dragon at one point in time. And when Marduk fought her and pretty much defeated her, she turned into this planet. And Marduk or Murdoch is the son of Enki. Okay, I'm just giving you a little bit. I ain't gonna go all the way in that. What people don't know, that the word Enki or Enki, or Enki, E-N-K-I, means Lord of Earth. True story, look it up. Now, Enki or Enki, he is also synonymous, if not connected, to Poseidon, who's also called Neptune. Don't believe me, look it all up. In those people, that the same people that read the very Bible, when they said God spoke to Noah, that was actually Enki that spoke to Noah. This is also in the Anunnaki tablets. The word Enlil, or the name Enlil, means Lord of the Sky, and Enki means Lord of Earth. So we really got to start studying a lot of the stuff dealing with etymologies and going back to the ancient teachings and so on. But I'm summarizing some of it and I'm paraphrasing it so the women can know, because I need to let the ladies know that your womb is very vital. It is also a portal. And also a lot of you can do rituals, what you call rites, with the womb. That's how powerful it is. And also the Gregorian calendar, which we go by, which is not the original calendar, because the Gregorian calendar is 365 days in a year. Right? Now, here's the kicker on this. Now, when it comes down to this, the 365 days in a year adds up. The 365 days adds up to the number 14. The number 14 deals with the number 5. The number 5 deals with this particular name of a deity: arm, leg, arm, head, which is Allah, which is the 5-pointed star, the pentagram. The pentagram is connected to the Orisha named Oshun. The Moors have that symbol as their symbol. And then Oshun is also connected to Hat Haru. Hat Haru was also in a movie that was created by Disney, which was called Maleficent. Maleficent was called the Queen of the Moors. Right? Now, here's another thing. The Hat Haru is connected to the 7 sisters of Pleiades, which is connected to what particular planet? Venus. I'm going to get you a little secret. Venus is also connected to Oshun as well. Where am I going at with this? To the dear beloved sisters that are watching, you are and in a manifestation of the divine feminine in human flesh. From what my godfather told me, well, told a brother that I know, and the brother came and told me that all women are daughters of Oshun. This is what he told me. So, my thing to those sisters, you got a lot of work to do, and I know that you're not protected like you're supposed to be, but trust me, it's going to be a time when brothers are going to wake up and start protecting you. And that time is coming now. Because I'm telling you right now, when y'all wake up, y'all about to see Gaia do some serious damage. She's already doing it. But y'all got to claim your power back. And please stop giving your power to Chad and all of them guys and chatting them, because they know subconsciously the power of your womb. And brothers, stop trying to get with Becky all the time, because there's a video surfacing where it was a Becky literally saying, in order for her to survive, she has to get with a melanated man. And I'm not against whoever you want to date, but I need you to start being considerate about your genes. Everything is now dealing with genetic survival on this planet now. If you see what's going on over there in China, how that heat wave is hitting China, you'll see. If you look what's going on over there in Asia in general, there's a lot of natural disasters going on over there in Asia. Shout out to Mother Shelly Casing again for sending me that video. The reason why the planet is the way it is, I don't do Pilates. It's like this, the reason why the planet is the way it is because of you sisters. They knew the frequency and see what they need, what they're not telling you about the whole thing dealing with, what's the name, CERN? They're trying to find the God gene. What is the God gene? You want to know what the real God gene is? It's called the mitochondrial DNA. That is only found in so-called black women. Don't believe me, look it up. The mitochondrial DNA is only found in black women. That is connected to the God gene. The God gene is also connected to the Vesica Piscis. What is the Vesica Piscis, you ask? The Vesica Piscis is the great mother's womb, which created the whole universe, which is the All, which is also written in the book called the Kabbalion by the three initiates. The All is the great womb, which means everything is connected and interconnected. There's an old lecture with Professor James Small talking to Sonetta, and a sister walked up and asked Professor Small, who are black women. I'm summarizing it now. I'm not taking it word for word. And Professor James Small looked at the sister, and said that there's an old Egyptian text, ancient text, that the great god Amun-Ra looked at his daughter Mayat, who your heart is actually placed on the scales, which is connected to Libra, which is connected to Venus. I hope you following me now. He said, when he looked at Mayat, that's right. Life has no limits. It's called the Matrix, which is connected to who? The goddess Sophia. Sophia, you ready to hear this? Sophia is another name for the Orisha Oshun as well. Don't believe me? I'll send you that information. Okay, now back to the story. He said to the sister, like, the ancient text, the great Amun-Ra, he looked at his daughter Mayat, and he realized that he wasn't the real God. It was his mother. I think her name was Nut. I think that was her name, which is the supreme darkness, the triple darkness that created the light. The triple darkness that create the light. So all you people keep on saying love and light. You got to salute the darkness first, because before the light, the darkness created that. So every time you are not thanking the darkness to bring forth the light, guess what's going on? You are dismissing the great mother, and you're not giving her praises. Do you know that in the Greek pantheon, that one of her names was Nyx? N-I-X. That's one of her names. Look it up now. I'm not making this stuff up. See, I want y'all to really, this is what was really on my mind, because I really want people to know what's really going on. And like I said, I'm not on here to be YouTube famous. I don't care. I'm putting out the work that the great mother want me to do for the people. This is why I came here. And I told everybody when I was featured on another channel, I said that the great mother sent me here herself, and I got proof. When I got initiated into a Santeria house years ago, back in 2016, my godfather, who's now transitioned, I got that reading done, and he said that Oshun and Allegro was present, and Oshun was crying because she wanted me to pretty much wake up. Then to top all of that, she told me she sent me here herself, which is the great mother sent me here herself. My godfather asked me a question. He said, do you have any questions? I said, yeah. Is Oshun my mother? He said, yes, you already know the answer. Here it goes. Fast forward. When I was going through that issue with the person I've been beefing with for the last years, I was on the old channel, and I said that she sent me here herself to help wake up the people. And it's not just, I'm not just by myself. So the person that thought they shut me down, you got other people that's talking about the great mother now, from Rod Hayes, Conjure Queen, Bobby Hemmett. Many people are talking about the great mother now. Because when people thought they shut me down, she came to me saying, oh, they don't realize I have other children too that's going to speak on your, not just on my behalf, but also let it be known who I am. And she says she is the great I am. Exactly. Life has no lecture. If you don't believe me, look it up. Matter of fact, you can go into Bobby Hemmett old lectures. He goes in all this stuff. We all come from darkness. The womb. The woman has 3 trimesters. That is that's the first 3 months, the second, and the final 3 months. That is 9. 9 is divine completion. Don't believe me? Look this stuff up. Many of you are divine beings, not all of you. Many of you are divine beings living a human experience. That is why the real chosen go through fucking issues. Excuse my language. You get chastised all the time. Many of you have health ailments or could have a mental ailment. But you are a divine healer. You are a divine being that came from the divine herself that sent you here. Notice I didn't say he. And what they don't tell you in Freemasonry, when you see that square and compass, look at it closely. It's 2 X chromosomes, and with the letter G in the middle. See, this is what they're not telling you. The Moors, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what the daggone Fez or the Tartar Bush represent. That Tartar Bush, that Fez with that tassel represents the umbilical cord to Allah. The cosmic umbilical cord to Allah. There's only one being that has the umbilical cord, and that is the womb man. But yet everybody keep on calling Allah a male. No. And if you look at Muslims today, when they pray in a fetus position. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. Muslims pray in a fetus position. All those Muslims pray in a fetus position. And in Mecca, that everybody surround that square, I forgot what they call it. What they don't tell you is an asteroid in there that's in the shape of a womb. Where's my water at? So They're not telling you because they don't want you to know, but they don't want you, so-called black woman, to know who you are. In a way, in a lecture that Bobby Hemmett did years ago, he said what the pale Freemasons do. This came from out of Bobby Hemmett's mouth, not mine. What the pale people do, or the pink people do, the Masons do, they get a brother or a sister, a brother and a sister out there in the streets. They take the blindfold off of the pale man or the pale or the pink person, gentlemen, and they tell them, this is your mother and father. It is your job to keep them down and not remember nothing. That's what they say. That's what Bobby said, not me. It ain't come from my mouth. Bobby Hemmett said that. And it makes sense. Because in order for you not to get the information, they got to use your science to stop you from waking up. All this stuff you thought that was evil, you laugh at it. Matter of fact, if y'all still watching and y'all following me, get this goddamn book right here. Study this book. You see it? Get this daggone book right here. And also, the Kundalini is actually connected to the divine feminine. The word Kundalini means serpent fire. And you've been taught, all you Bible thumpers been taught that the serpent was evil, but little did you know that you also have that serpentine energy in you, which is connected to the spinal cord, which is the Kundalini, which is actually feminine energy. You've been lied to so many times, and it got you scared of your own self. See, I've been really quiet for some reason, but I got tired of being quiet, and I got tired of being tired. And I got to let the sisters know their freaking power. And I want the sisters to know, guess what? You can heal a man by giving him energy. Your woman is also considered a rechargeable battery when you practice it right. That's why it's real important for you to choose your man or husband wisely. And men, it's important for you to choose your wife wisely. We carry that non-ether DNA. Our hair curls up into a 9, which is what? Which is connected to the cosmos. You don't believe me? Look all this stuff up. I'm not making it up. A life has no niche. I'm glad that you said that. You said that's deep. We always praise the light, but ignore the darkness / dark matter. But we need darkness to even acknowledge. To acknowledge and recognize the light. Exactly. They don't want to understand. They don't get it. A lot of people are not realizing that. I've been ridiculed by the person that's been beefing with me for years, and they've been trying to say that darkness is not the true way. You came out of darkness. You came out of the womb. You're made out of stardust. The proper alignments for you to have your zodiac sign, we're dealing with the planetary alignments and also what they call time. That portal which brought you out represented who you are in the flesh. That's why it's important to learn numerology, astrology, astronomy. Learn all of that. It's very important. But I digressed. I hope that y'all enjoyed this conversation, because it's like YouTube keep on playing with my numbers, what I think is very interesting. Went from 6, 7, and 5, now down to 1. So I came on here just to give that information. Now, I'm going to let y'all know that Earth herself is waiting for the sisters of this planet to wake up. If not, she will start selecting, what she already did, her children, male and female. And listen, I'm not saying nothing bad about nobody that's pink. I'm telling y'all, many of y'all going to be there too. Not all of you going to make it. Many of you going to be there too because you don't have an ounce of race in your heart, and you're finding out that you have our DNA in you. Okay? So don't get it twisted. Many of you have our DNA. So don't think I'm just coming, you know what I mean, I'm coming at y'all hard. No, no, no. I'm telling you, those that are so-called palm colored, a lot of you have our DNA, so don't think I'm coming at you. But you need to start looking at your brothers and sisters that look like this and start acknowledging it and start realizing it. Because in order for this planet to get right, she got to get right. Point blank, period. So we got to realize this is all divine love here. And I can name for a fact some of the people that you think that are palm color but actually have our DNA. I can say Sicilians is one. Irish and Scottish is another. I have PDFs. When did Irish become white? I have a PDF on that. I have a lot of PDFs. Reading is fundamental. When you have a book, it don't hurt to pick it up and read and study. In order to get downloads, you have to be totally in tune with the planet. You can't make up downloads. You cannot use YouTube, you cannot use Instagram, YouTube as a download. I'm talking to all the fakes out there. When Earth speaks, she speaks on C-sharp notes. There's videos on a C-sharp note that the planet Earth goes and lives by, and that's the vibrational tone of her. She only speaks to the children of the Great Mother. And I had somebody come on my channel and say, oh man, the only God is you, there's no deity. Okay, that's not all the way true. Because you are a divine being living a human experience, which means that you have a part of the divine within you. Those that are negative, you're living the negative side of the divine. You have a job to do because you're always being negative, and also you're bringing freaking negative energy around. So you have to play that role of being that aspect of the divine because you are living a human experience. There's a such thing as positive and negative, which is duality, which means you have to be down the straight and narrow, not one side more than the other side. You have to keep yourself balanced. Hey, Beast Magician, how you doing? You got to keep yourself balanced. You cannot be all we on the positive, then all we on the negative. It don't function like that. Straight and narrow, in the middle. That is why it is important to build an auric field. That is why it's good to have a base in whatever so-called religion you come out of, or whatever school of thought you come out of. That is a base for you to go ahead and start going into different schools of thought to get the information to move forward in your life to make progress. That's how it goes. See, I was going to get off of here, but I think somebody needs to hear this. Now, I will say, the same person that I've been talking about is going to use this information and reword what I say and put it on their channel like they says I'm profound. The information that I'm sharing with you is truly a download. I don't need a book to help me with a download. I know where I come from. I know who sent me here. I know who sent many of you here. But I'm not the all-knowing. That is not me. I'm here to do a job, put forth the information, keep it moving. That's what I'm here for. Exactly. That's what others do. But here we are. Listen. Make sure this is downloaded. I started off with a little poem. I was freestyling a poem in my head. And that's when I just stopped because somebody started talking to me in the chat box. But I'm going to do another live just saying the poem that I'm going to just say. And I really want y'all to pay attention because I'm a poet. Neither here or there. I really wanted y'all to know what time it is. I really wanted the sisters to know what time it is. I really wanted everybody in the human race to know what time it is. I really wanted the palm-colored ones, who they call pink, that also have our DNA in them. Because not everybody have our DNA. There's a such thing as past lives too. Reincarnation is real. Your heart will be judged by Mayat. Mayat is the scales, which is Libra. Libra is connected to Venus. Don't believe me, look this stuff up. Everything I tell you, you can look it up. I ain't making it up. Venus, I told y'all earlier, is connected to the 7 sisters of Pleiades. The original Pleiadians were melanated. They were Anunnaki. The original Pleiadians were Anunnaki scientists, which means they had Nubian traits. This is a Nubian trait, melanated trait. You can call it Asiatic traits. Please, all these people saying they're Palladians and they palm colored, that's a lie. That's a lie. The ones that called themselves Palladians that took over, they were called I forgot the name of that group of beings. They come from a certain star system, and they went in front of the Galactic Council and said that they were the Palladian deities or gods or whatever. You get what I'm saying? They lied to the Intergalactic Federation, and the Intergalactic Federation knew that they were lying. They were called the Ashtar Command. That's who they were called. The Ashtar Command. They had blonde hair, blue eyes, and lied to say they were the Palladians. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. Don't believe me? And I'm reaching out to all the star children that are highly melanated. I'm reaching out to all the star children that look palm colored, but they actually have our DNA. It's time for y'all to start going back into being healers again. Stop getting caught up with these daggone the vibrations of this music they playing. And I also want to say something about this K-pop thing. K-pop, those K-pop artists, y'all stole all your stuff from the so-called black artists of America. And y'all not giving credit where credit is due, because what you're doing, you're doing a minstrel show. And you're not paying homage to the ones that paved the way for you, that look like yours truly. And y'all getting paid all this money to do so-called black music. Same thing with you pop artists. This is why I say what I say about gatekeeping our stuff. But us so-called melanated black people, we have that godly way in us of being kind-hearted to everybody. Because it's our nature. It is your godly nature within you. But I digress on that too, because I don't want to make it like a color thing. But I have to be realistic about everything. Because I love everybody, but I have to put facts out there. And sometimes the truth fucking hurt. And you got to hear the truth. But I really wanted the sisters to hear earlier about the womb. They need to hear about that womb and how they connected to the Great Mother. And not just the sisters. I had to let the other women know from other nationalities too, that you have a connection to the mother too. But you have to acknowledge the original Asiatics. Acknowledge it. That's all you got to do. But we're living in a society where Western society is literally dying and depleting its power. And now people are starting to realize that, hey, them same people criticizing They the ones we need to go to. Every spiritual system had a base. People don't even know that Islam got a lot of their stuff from the people of Europe, which is connected to the Orisha, which is dealing with Ifa, and so on. And like I said earlier, those that practice Islam, when they pray, they're praying in a fetus position. Don't believe me, look at it. I don't hate Islam, but I'm calling everything for what I see. You have the moon and star crest, which is dealing with the feminine energy. Nobody don't want to talk about that. But on that note, y'all, I think I spoke enough. You can go back and look at the video, share the information, whatever the case may be. Hoping you get the likes up. I'm going to keep on going at it with the divine feminine, letting everybody know what's up, because in order for everybody to really start realizing, start seeing the things that what they really are, I got to keep talking. I don't care if it's the same thing. I got to keep it going so y'all can get that registered in your head and look it up for yourself. I want to give all thanks to the Great Mother. I want to give thanks to all the great teachers that came and paved the way, from the Dr. Ivan Van Sertima's, the Dr. Ben's, the Dr. Delbert Blair's, the Dr. Phil Valentine's, Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic, Conjure Queen, Hood Mystic, Brother Yosef, Remedy H, Rod Hayes, Young Elder, Dr. Malachi York, Afwar Quasi. Let me see. Professor Small, Dr. James Amos, Dr. Francis Quest Wells, and I'm naming all the people. Y'all can look them up. Sister Myra Moss. Shout out to you, sister. Thank you, Elder, for still being and still kicking and still talking about who we are as melanated people. Who else? There's so many. There's so many. I just gave a lot of names. Look them up. Okay? Look up their lectures. I love all of you. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance from the Great Mother who created the whole entire cosmos. Love all of you. Keep your eyes and ears open, beloveds. Always remember, love you. It is your boy, Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire. Okay, also known as Brother B Forte L, also known as Neg Adezo. I'm out. Take care. I'm always here when you need to holler at me. I'll eventually have somebody that can put my emails up. But thank you for watching, beloveds. Take care.